Last week, OpenAI released footage generated by their upcoming text-to-video generator Sora, leaving many to respond with fear and misinformed attitudes about AI
Absolutely
replacing
correct.
humanity. Chad, I know you've got a handle on this.
I do.
Can you please explain what Sora is and what it means for the future of humanity? This is Nostrachadus Sora World Simulator. Let's hear some sense.
It would be my pleasure, D.
What's going on? What's going on?
OpenAI is, at this point, the leader in all AI technology. They're the ones who make ChatGPT, DALL-E 3, although Stable Diffusion 3 did come out this week, and I gotta say, as an image generator, it's on another level. That said, what D is talking about here is Sora. OpenAI released some example videos and kind of a white paper talking about what this is. It's a text-to-video generator, also image-to-video generator.
I know that.
That is light years ahead of Runway or Pika or any of the other text-to-video generators because it operates in a brand new way. The current text-to-video generators are large language models, essentially, meaning they're like predictive. So they will make an image, then it will kind of predict what the next image should be, and it will generate that image, so on and so forth. That's also why you are getting these things that can only do like 4 seconds of video.
Yeah.
And then it requires them to, you know, extend it to another 4 seconds. You only get very small video clips, and it's also why you get these hallucinations where the image just starts to dissolve apart into nothing.
Yeah, you start with a guy like this, and then he's
or it turns into a cheeseburger or something.
Yeah,
by the
melts
end of
into
it.
a corner and turns into a cheeseburger.
Sora is different.
Shit. How's that?
It's generating worlds. You will type in what you want. You'll say like, oh, fucking forest with a tiger running through it. It's not going to then generate an image of a forest with a tiger and then predict what the next image in the frame series should be. It will internally generate the geometry of a forest and of a tiger so that the image is coherent the whole time. And it uses that kind of data environment to generate the image itself with the camera move going through it so that you get no hallucinations. The geometric kind of structure of all these objects is maintained, and it looks incredibly real.
Yeah, it looks real, and look, I have I have a problem with a lot of this stuff, even though, I'm down with D. I love D. I am the episode champion after all, and I'm down with the Royals, the sickness, and D, of course. But, this shit is getting to a point now, as a professional actor by trade, this is some of the shit that we
got a couple of good
on.
years left.
No.
You got a couple of good years left.
There's always going to be a stark difference between okay.
Look at
I was
that.
going to say AI art.
That's a professional AI actor by trade right there.
Yeah, all right. Sure she is. We're
So as
watching,
you can see,
we're watching a video here.
We're watching one of the Sora
woman
videos.
Walking through. I've seen this one before. It looks like she's somewhere in Tokyo or something.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
Look at the reflections in the water. Just all of the bells and whistles are absolutely fascinating. But what is truly remarkable, again, all these buildings are maintaining their structure. Each of the individual people in the background is maintaining their structure. They're a little fuzzy or whatever.
Yeah.
The pants on that lady in the background are a little like, is it pants or a skirt? I don't know.
Sure. But this is just the beginning.
Look at this. Look at the reflection in her sunglasses. Look at this close up.
Look at the complexion. Look at her skin.
All the little moles are staying in the same place. There is coherence here that we have never seen in a text-to-video generator. And again, it's done this by creating that internal world. Now, we must move to the next part of this conversation.
Her hair's a little fucked up, though.
That's what you're going to complain about? You know how long this technology's been out? Text to video?
Yeah, I know.
8 months.
All right. And this guy, 2 years ago when we started doing Dudesy had us looking at the avocado, and it's like, whoa, that avocado looks real. Yeah.
We are right now living through a condensed version of what happened in film technology in the early 20s, where it went from still image to black and white movie with no sound to black and white movie where you could have a soundtrack but not sync dialogue to eventually sync dialogue and color movies. All of that is being condensed into about a 2-year period with AI technology. But I must also say that not only is this absolutely thrilling, you've got people like Tyler Perry, who was planning to do an $800 million expansion of his studio in Atlanta, saying, not doing that anymore. I saw these videos. This changes everything.
Huh? That's fucking that's very interesting.
Because he understands he doesn't need editors, DPs, gaffers, lighting, none of it.
Okay, but you do.
You don't.
You do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because
you saw that video of the woman walking. You don't.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Oh, now
Here's
we're
another
seeing
one.
another thing. Okay, this looks like
It's a drone shot basically flying through an old mining town in the Wild West, California. And
That's
looks,
amazing.
All the buildings maintain coherence. None of them are morphing. All of the people, the horse has a little wonkiness there, but like, you can see where this is headed. And this is just, that technology is not even out for people to use yet.
Sure.
And it looks this good.
Yeah, the problem with it is that I'm already bored. What do you think?
I think you're fearful of it and you don't understand the real implication of this, which is not just, oh, they can make a couple images. They're making worlds in there. This opens the door to so much other shit. I'm going to be able to make whatever I want, and I'm going to be able to have a movie, a TV show, a book, an AR experience. I'm going to have characters in that thing text messaging you constantly so you can live in the world I make. And this is tip of the fucking iceberg. I truly believe that OpenAI has AGI currently in their facilities. It's not available to the public yet. And Sam Altman is trying to raise $7 trillion to start making hardware so that they can up their compute. And they've done a lot of research on this. If you apply more compute to any of these large language models, they just get better and better and better. And so he's looking to do that. And I think it is to launch AGI.
I'll explain to you why I'm bored.
Okay.
When you make art, and I'm going right to bored. I'm going straight to bored here. Okay. Because as I'm watching this, I'm going, well, that's remarkable. That is, of course, worlds away from where we started and fucking Will Smith eating spaghetti and shit. Now we're here. It's just another reason for me to be bored by art or fascinated. That's why I like to say you can either, there's going to be, it's like I keep saying, I say this all the time, and not to Chadis your Nostra, but listen, art is human to human. I don't think that there's going to be much interest for AI art on the level that you think that there is, because you think it can just replace everything.
No, I'm not saying replace. It will exist in conjunction with. If you want to go shoot a movie the old way, get fucking hundreds of people together and pay tens of millions of dollars to go do it, you are more than welcome.
Or a few thousand.
Whatever, a few thousand, you can make a traditional movie.
Yeah,
I mean, I would ask you to show me that movie. I know about Primer. That's about it.
I've been a part of movies that have shot for $150,000-$250,000.
Okay, not a few thousand, hundreds of thousands.
That's a few.
Okay, look, I'm simply saying you can do it the old way if you want, just like you can still paint a picture if you want, just like you can still take a photograph if you want, or you can use AI to do it.
Yeah,
and the AI tool that is now emerging is going to allow us to make forms of art that have never existed before. So those will be unique unto themselves. But did you just tear your microphone off the stand there?
My microphone just came right off the fucking stand. Keep talking.
Clearly, you need some technological help. So,
Chad, take over for a little bit.
Okay. What I'm essentially saying is...
He fucking did this on purpose, by the way.
I had nothing to do with this.
You fucking sabotaged my mic before we even fucking started.
Sure.
Look at this.
Because I was like, at some point, he's going to try to pull it out of the wall. So I'm going to take out a pin and let him do that.
All right.
You're still going to be able to make movies your old way if you want to. But here's the deal. Yeah. If you're an up-and-coming artist who's interested in this stuff, let's say you're in high school, let's say you're in college.
Here for a second. Yeah, please.
And you want to make your first movie. No one's first movie is going to be the old way now, because you'll be able to make a movie on your laptop just like you can an album. That's happening now. It's going to usher in a whole new generation of artists who are using this tool primarily to make movies, TV shows, images, whatever. And that's coming. Once we get talkies, which I think will be by the end of this year, you'll be able to just like type in what you want that character to say. That woman walking through the street, you can put dialogue in her mouth. Once you have that, why the fuck am I ever going to a studio and being like, here's this thing, the script I wrote, poured my fucking year of my life into working so hard on this. What do you want to do with it? Oh, give you 1 million notes, recast it, now rewrite it for the people we cast it with. Oh, and the director's going to rewrite it too. Then we're going to edit it, and you have to fight for credit on your own movie. Go fuck yourself. I'm never doing that again.
Yeah, no, I understand that you are talking about, but you're comparing art in an AI sense to a problem, which is having to ask permission, having to, get your foot in the door and all the things and I've been a part of, and you have, of course, and, being behind the camera and working on things. And it is quite an interesting business. It's very interesting trying to get something made.
There's so much in the way. Like, all art is this, in my opinion. I got something in here and I need it to be out there. As close as I can get it to what's in here. And the traditional movie business, the traditional TV business, you never get that. You can't, because it requires hundreds of other people who have to have input and whatever the fuck they want. And there's all kinds of reasons for it. The marketing, the commerce, the this, the
you're
that.
Painting it in a bad light. You're talking about all the people that ew, gross, he coughed. You're talking about all the people that are, that are committee that perhaps we don't need. Executives don't want to, lose their jobs, so they have junior executives that they can fire. And then those junior executives win up and go to the other company and blah, blah, blah. Those are all problems. I'm talking about human beings. AI is a tool. And that's the third time you've burped today on the show. AI is a tool. So long as you're using AI as a tool, that's fine. But I do think, and we're not going to place any restrictions, that makes no fucking sense. Technology marches forward. I understand that. This is an issue having to do with art. And I do believe that people out there are not interested in, it's going to get, like I said, I'm fucking bored. It's like, the technology can do. Huh?
Are you bored with photographs?
I'm bored with shitty photographs. All I'm saying is no matter what Bob Dylan takes the electric guitar, right? He starts playing the electric guitar in the 60s, completely gets, people just ostracize him for it. They're like, no, you're a sellout, rah, rah, rah. He was helping to move this technology forward, although the electric guitar has, of course, had been around for a long time, Les Paul and rah, rah, rah. And he's ushering it in. He's saying, no, don't be afraid of the new technology. I get that. That's fine. I'm just saying that art is human to human. And once we get to a point where you don't need human beings, we might want to think about pouring some water on it, which is how you finish off AI for good.
Unfortunately, the AI will be controlling your water supply.
No, it won't.
Thank you. Moving on.